guys, today is day 3 down in Baja, and today our final destination is San Ignacio.
Yeah, so today's itinerary, we actually have quite a few interesting stops. Supposedly we're going to go check out some cave paintings, a ghost town, and then we have mileage-wise, we have about another 80 miles off-road, and then about another, I think it's about 40 or 50 on-road, so it is quite a long day. So we have woken up early and headed out early. We actually headed out of camp this morning at 7:15, and we're already on the trails, so let's go see what interesting stuff we find today. So we just finished parking right now, and now we gotta hike supposedly up to these cave paintings. So got everybody along the trail, and we're gonna hopefully find them, because what we have is basically GPX files leading up to it. So hopefully we can actually find these cave paintings.
I love it. I feel like I'm in Arizona.
So we have made it to the top of the cave paintings, and it was quite the hike, as it was just a really big climb in elevation. But you can see behind me all the different paintings, which are honestly one of the largest paintings I have seen as far as like the figure size. They're actually really big, and you can see, I'm gonna flip the camera around, maybe you can see all the way out there are our trucks. So we basically hiked all this big hill up here to make it to the paintings, but definitely cool to check out.
Nací para doblarme, yo nací para guerrear.
No nací para doblarme, no nací para guerrear.
Yo crecí con los pies firmes y con mucha libertad.
Yo crecí con los pies firmes y con mucha libertad.
Y no pienso hoy perderme entre la gran sociedad.
Y no pienso hoy perderme entre la gran sociedad.
Olvidar de mi cultura y perder mi identidad.
Pies firmes en la tierra, pies firmes de verdad, pies firmes en la tierra, pies firmes de verdad.
So we're currently on the way back to the back of the convoy, because we were in the front leading right behind Mike, and apparently John has gotten a flat in his right rear. So we're driving back now to the back of the convoy, because he had to pull over obviously to see what the damage is, and obviously change out the spare. There's the damage. Flat on the good old factory territory MTs. Gotta go back to my truck so I can get my power tool. So that way it makes it a little easier and a little bit quicker to change out instead of holding everybody up. So. Well, another territory MT down, and this one, you can see the damage right there, has a whole gash in it. So, you know how much I rave about these territory MTs being such fantastic tires. You can't tell that's utter sarcasm. That's because it is, because they are terrible tires, as you can see there. Well, this trip has been quite interesting as far as all the issues we have had as a convoy.
Oh yeah, we've had broken windshields, broken rear tire carriers, leaking dips, and we just finished fixing our first flat.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is just day 3 of 7, so hopefully the rest of the trip will be smooth sailing, but that just goes to show you how brutal Baja really is.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it to attention. I'm thinking that's maybe what my noise is lugs.
Clearly tire rubbing on something's down. And I've looked everywhere and there's no obvious spot where anything's rubbing. So the only thing I can think of is like, I don't know.
A possible loose tire,
Yeah, I guess.
but you'd probably feel that in the steering.
Well, I'm on loose dirt, so I don't know.
That's fair. So Richard's just doing a torque check on his wheels to make sure everything is tight because he's hearing a noise and he just wants to make sure with all the vibrations we've been dealing with over the last couple days, his lug nuts haven't loosened by any bit. So far it seems like they have stayed relatively tight. After Richard finished tightening all his lugs, we continued through the desert and set our sights on our next destination, a ghost town that we would be driving through. If you're liking the video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you aren't. Helps me out a ton as a lot of effort goes into making these videos for you guys. It was quite the fun day on the trails today. We're obviously back on pavement and we just finished fueling up behind me at the BP gas station. And of course it's lunchtime, so we had to stop for some tacos. And we are here stopping at Taco El Poblano on our way down, so hopefully we'll see if these tacos are better or worse than our previous location. But here on out, after we finish eating lunch, it's smooth sailing till we get to our camping destination of San Ignacio. So this time around I got a queso taco, which you can see how massive it is, and then Nicole got 3 tacos, carne asada, as always. So we'll see which place we end up liking better. All right, so we finished eating at our second lunch spot. What were your thoughts?
So the tortillas were absolutely bomb. However, we did kind of show up as soon as they opened, so I'm not sure if they were super prepared, so some orders were wrong, but the food was still absolutely delicious. But the tortillas here are out of this world.
Yeah, I agree, they were really good. I will say the first place we stopped at, I feel like the steak was flavored better.
Yes.
But doesn't mean it was a bad taco. It was still really, really good.
Yeah.
So currently, we're all just sitting around waiting because John is currently getting his tire that he got a flat on this morning fixed at that tire shop. He's getting a patch put in. So once that's done, our plan is to continue heading down to San Ignacio, where we'll probably do a quick little margarita stop and then set up the camp. This day we are actually going to be actively camping at a campground, so we'll see how it goes. We are going on our 3rd military checkpoint just outside of San Ignacio. So we'll see how this checkpoint goes. Supposedly it is the shadiest one, but we're about to, I guess, determine that, see how it goes. Well, we just passed that checkpoint, and that was the easiest one yet outside of San Ignacio. Mike, who was at the head of the convoy, talked to them and just basically told that the 6 were all together and we're just going to San Ignacio for vacation. And they let us all through. They didn't even pull us over or ask us anything. They just kind of waved us on by. So, best military checkpoint thus far. As we approached San Ignacio, we were met with the haunting aftermath of a massive fire that had scorched the outskirts just a week before our arrival. Thankfully, the flames were extinguished before reaching the heart of the town, keeping structural damage to a minimum. Alright, so we are making a quick pit stop here in San Ignacio to fill up our water jugs, because we have been on the road for quite a few days, and we're going to go fill it up at this purified water store, because you do not want to drink the tap water here in Mexico. Well, that was a quick and painless process. Just went in, we had the 2 5-gallon jerry cans. One of them was already half full, and it was actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, we went in and our total was a whopping 26 pesos, which converts to about $1 and some change, maybe a little bit less than $1.50, but not bad at all.
Yep, so now that we're all filled up in water, it's time to head to camp. Well, we have arrived at camp, and we are camping tonight at a campground called Para Misional, just out of San Ignacio. And you can see it is a beautiful little palm tree oasis. It's absolutely such a cute little place. And luckily, the big fires that happened in San Ignacio didn't end up burning the campground to the ground. They actually stopped right back there. I don't know if you can see the burnt palm trees, which is really, truly a blessing that this place didn't get burned down. It's only 300 pesos to camp here for the night. They have free Wi-Fi, they have hot showers, they have bathrooms. It's honestly a really pretty place if you are anywhere near the San Ignacio area. Highly recommend camping at this spot. So we're just gonna set up, we're gonna do some maintenance things to the truck that I'll show you in a second, and hang out. All right, so part of the maintenance that I'm doing here at camp is gonna clean off the air filter from all the dust. So let's see how much dust really comes out of these filters. Yummy. That is a lot of dust. That's why sometimes it's good to just give them a good smack in. I do have a spare air filter in the truck once we finish with Baja that I'll be replacing this one. So after a nice hot shower, we are currently walking over from our campground, which is about a 2-3 minute walk to downtown San Ignacio to grab some dinner for the night.
We'll be on that race course with you and dreaming.
Good morning. Today is day 4 of our Baja adventure, and we are waking up in this beautiful palm tree paradise of a campground. Today is going to be the longest day with 140 miles we're going to be doing today. We basically have 50 miles of that on road and 90 miles off road, so it should be a very eventful day. A very long day. So hopefully we end up camping, finding a nice camp spot along the beach. We do have plans, but plans can change. So hopefully everything goes smoothly today.
Linda está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. Venimos
So we have just pulled off the asphalt back there, you can see it, and we are airing down for the 70 miles of dirt trails we have today before we get to camp tonight. Supposedly a portion of this trail, it's a few connecting trails, but a portion of it is supposedly the best trail in Baja. So we'll see how good that road actually is, but excited for today. New things, hopefully everything goes smoothly today and we can get to camp early. We have been absolutely having a blast on this trail. It's almost like a mini roller coaster. So there's a lot of ups and downs and turns, and we've been averaging about 50 to 55 miles an hour down this trail, so it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully the rest of the trail kind of stays like this, because we're making actually really good time to hopefully get to our beach camp spot for tonight early so we can actually enjoy the beach. So we are about halfway through the trails that we had planned to do today. We pulled off to the trail here to do a quick lunch stop so everybody can eat up, and then we're going to continue on the rest of the trail to get to our camp spot for tonight.
Se van con el viento, a otras se las lleva el mar, sonando y bailando la vida del sonero, cruzando tierras y montes, a veces sin intentar, dispersando la alegría en su son madero, semillas y semillas, las semillas del sol vinieron del oriente al jardín del corazón. Semillas y semillas, las semillas del sol difunden flor y canto para alegrar cada región. Cada semilla es un pueblo y cada pueblo da un son. Las semillas brotan flores del jardinero, el jardinero, del jardinero.
Well, we have arrived here at camp, and finally we get to actually camp on the beach. You can see the Pacific Ocean behind us, and we're currently in the process of all getting set up. We'll get set up and then we'll be kind of chilling, hanging around. We'll probably walk the beach. Nicole likes collecting her shells, and hopefully be able to catch an amazing sunset here.
Qué bonito es lo bonito, qué bonito es el amor. No traiciona ni condena, solo llena el corazón. Qué bonito es lo bonito, qué bonito es el amor. No traiciona ni corazón.
Despite the day's brilliant sunshine, dark clouds crept in, stealing away our chance to witness what could have been a breathtaking sunset. On the next episode, the good old check engine light. Take cover that an earthquake has been detected. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out.